In 1959, 10 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnical Institute set out to ski across Russia's frozen Ural Mountains. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, guided them toward Mount Otorten, known to the local Mansi as Kholat Syakhl, the Mountain of the Dead. The group was well prepared, carrying maps, warm clothing, and food, documenting their journey with photos and diaries. Early in the trek, Yuri Yudin turned back due to illness, unknowingly saving his life. On February 1st, the group camped on the mountain's exposed slope as a blizzard raged. That night, something happened. Something so sudden and terrifying that the hikers vanished without a trace. When no word came, families grew anxious and a search began. Rescuers braved the same brutal cold, scouring the vast, silent wilderness. The hikers had disappeared into the storm, leaving only questions behind. The searchers found no sign of life, just emptiness and snow. The Dyatlov Pass mystery had begun. 9 missing souls, lost on a cold, unforgiving mountain. Their story would haunt Russia for decades. What happened on the Mountain of the Dead? On February 26th, rescuers found the hikers' tent high on the mountain slope, battered and half buried in snow. Strangely, the tent had been cut open from the inside, as if the group had fled in panic. All their gear, clothes, boots, food, was left behind, untouched. There was no sign of robbery or animal attack. The hikers had abandoned their only shelter in the dead of night, running into a blizzard without shoes or coats. Footprints led calmly down the slope toward the forest, some in socks, some barefoot. Why would experienced hikers make such a desperate choice? The tracks suggested they left together, not in chaos, but with grim determination. They walked away from safety, into the freezing darkness. The tent, once a haven, had become a place to escape. The scene was haunting. 9 people vanishing into the storm, leaving only questions in their wake. What terror drove them from their only hope of survival? Following the footprints, searchers reached a cedar tree at the forest's edge. There, they found the first 2 bodies, barely clothed, hands burned, as if they'd tried to climb the tree or build a fire. 3 more bodies lay between the tree and the tent, as if they'd tried to crawl back to safety. All had died from the cold, some with strange injuries. Months later, the last 4 hikers were found in a ravine, better dressed but with horrific internal injuries, crushed chests, fractured skulls, missing eyes. Some of their clothing was radioactive. Officially, most died of hypothermia, but the final 4 were said to have perished from a compelling unknown force. The case was closed, but the mystery only deepened. What could have caused such terror, such injuries, and such a desperate flight? The Mountain of the Dead kept its secrets. Was it an avalanche? This is the theory that has echoed the loudest through the years. Some say a slab of snow crashed into the tent, forcing the hikers to flee in terror into the freezing night. The avalanche theory paints a chilling picture, nature's raw power striking without warning. But the evidence doesn't fit. No major avalanche, calm footprints, and the tent only partly buried. Others blame hypothermia and paradoxical undressing, when freezing victims feel hot and shed clothes. But this doesn't explain the crushing injuries or radioactive clothes. Some suspect secret military tests, strange weapons, explosions, or radiation scaring the group into the night. The area was known for military activity, fueling conspiracy theories, yet no official evidence has ever surfaced. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of Russia's greatest unsolved mysteries. 9 hikers died in bizarre, terrifying circumstances. We know the facts, but not the truth. What compelling unknown force drove them to their deaths? Was it nature, man, or something stranger? Some questions may never be answered, lost forever on the Mountain of the Dead. What do you think happened at Dyatlov Pass? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more unsolved stories.